So I think sometimes it's turning, maybe getting them to understand who we typically work with. So if you're getting that lack of awareness and they keep kind of making us fit into a role that we're not really serving, to make sure that they understand that, actually we have, extensive training, that it's a minimum of a bachelor's degree, that we have a national board exam that we have to pass. Kind of depends on your audience, and if it's like a potential employer and you're having to explain it differently. But that, that there's research to support the profession, that we've been around for over 60 years, that we're recognized by the federal government, we're listed in the United States Code. That I think what has really helped me in responding to those types of situations is AMTA actually has a document. It's just a one-page document that says National Recognition of Music Therapy. And every time we've used it, we use it in every state. I've used it with researchers. I've used it with school districts. I've used it both state and federal legislators and agencies. And it's amazing how much better they understand us when they see that in print. And so if that's something that you haven't looked up yet, it is available on the AMTA website. It's just National Recognition of Music Therapy. But it's something that I'd be happy to supply, and we can, give that to folks that participated in the webinar. But it's a really great, very direct, how NIH recognizes music therapy, how we're listed on the General Services Administration as a profession. And when they see that government validation between federal legislation as well as federal agencies, I think like with the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, how they recognize music therapy, that sets us apart. You won't have that question about how are you like pet therapy. I think that's a really clear way to direct the conversation back to the truth. And once again, it's just because they don't know. So we have to give them that information.